Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This school year is the most important school year that you have ever had, and I'm going to tell you why. I just had my very first day of school with students today in person in Montana. I know you might be watching this right now when you should be on Google Classroom doing some online remote learning education because you're like, hey, Couser, guess what? I don't have school in person. I'm here by myself in my room with my computer. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're at school and you got masks on every kid and you're hand sanitizing and you're washing like crazy. I don't know what school looks like for you in this time, but I just want to come in as a teacher, as a champion in your corner. Maybe you don't know me. Hi, my name's Noah Couser. I am a middle school PE and health teacher in Northwest Montana, coming at you from your feed, trying to encourage you in the difficulties of this life. We talk all things mental health and emotional health and relational health here on this channel. So if you're new, consider subscribing. But thank you so much for giving me just a moment here today to talk about why this school year is so important. This has been the craziest journey of ups and downs in schooling that I have ever seen. This is now my 12th year. Yes, I'm that old. My 12th year teaching middle school. And it was the craziest start of school that I've ever had. Masks on every kid. We got hand sanitizers on every corner. We got people with plexiglass shields and walking around all covered up. And I'm trying to learn students' names and I can't see anybody's face. And some of you might be saying, well, that's nice because I'm sitting all by myself and I go to school on Google Classroom by myself and talk to a teacher via Google Meets or whatever it looks like for you. But I firmly believe that in life, when we're faced with difficulty, when we're faced with extended hardship, I mean, shoot, some of you have been at home since March. Some of you would kill to be in a classroom. Some of you would kill to be in an on-person education, right? But when we get tested, when we get put in wilderness situations where it's not what we choose, it's not the story that we would write for ourselves, right? It grows us, it challenges us, and it puts us on the line. It really makes us put our money where our mouth is and say, hey, are we going to be people of integrity? Are we going to be people of character that when the stuff hits the fan and when graduation is online and when prom gets canceled and when I wear a mask all day at school or when lunchtime is now in the teacher's classroom or now I gotta do gym class with gloves on or whatever that looks like, are we gonna be people that crumble? Are we going to be people that complain? Are we going to be people that cut corners and play video games instead of doing our classwork? Or are we going to be people that rise up, that take this challenge, that say, yeah, I've never been in this situation before. And I hope I'm never in this situation again. But right here, right now, as for me and myself and my education, I'm going to kick this thing in the face. I'm going to be the best student on Google Classroom that I possibly can. I'm going to be the best mask-wearing, hand-washing student in person that I possibly can. Because when we do that and when we rise to those challenges, it transfers, it translates into every aspect of our lives. I've come to know the hard way that so many times, in so many places, and at so many different stages of life, I've cut corners. I've cut corners when it got tough. I laid down when it got rough. I cried for help and I whined and I complained and I pointed fingers at people who I thought were to blame. That's not how we get better. That's not how we become our best self. That's what this channel exists for. For you and for me. Hello, I'm in process just like you to become our best self. And so in this time of struggle, because I don't know what school looks like for you, but I know whatever it looks like, it is a struggle. The struggle is real. Will you choose to cut corners and be lazy, to complain or to whine or to blame or to wish it were different? Or will you rise up in the face of adversity, in the face of a storm, in the face of a challenge, and say, you know what? I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna dig into whatever that looks like. Practically, what are some ways in which we can be our best self during this time in education? Maybe you're remote, maybe you're completely online. Still take time to invest in relationships. Still take time to connect with real humans, real people. Whether that's through FaceTime, whether you call people on the phone, okay, maybe you set up a Google Meet with just some friends, or maybe a counselor, do a mental health check, okay? Utilize those resources that are in front of you, okay? I want to present you with a resource that I've come across. Amazing guy. I'm not paid to plug this or whatever, but he's just doing incredible work. His name's Colin Karchner. Okay, he's got an incredible TED Talk. He is a champion of young people in the mental health space. Hey, he would travel around and speak at so many different schools. He spoke at my school, radically shifted and changed the culture and climate of my entire school in like 1 hour talk. No big deal. Okay. But he started a podcast, and I put a link down in the description. He talks all things mental health. He's interviewing all these professionals from suicide prevention to pornography addiction to social and emotional issues to abuse to neglect to all sorts of different types, social media addiction and things like that. Utilize those resources. There's a million of them out there. There's just one for you, because I know some of us, we need it simple and just need something specific. So that link's down there for you. So maybe you're remote. Maybe you're in person. Maybe you're hiding behind a mask because you have to, and people are scared around you, or people are nervous around you. I want you to be a change agent in your school and look to be a champion for others. Yeah, sure, we might not be able to go up and bear hug people like maybe we want to, or maybe we should. But you can do a lot by just letting somebody know that you're there, by trying to look behind the mask and see what maybe somebody's carrying, because for some of us, the last 6 months have been absolute hell. We've seen a lot of issues with kids being at homes where they're in abusive homes, or they're in neglectful homes, or they're in bad relationships, or they're in bad places. And yes, a situation much like this can reveal the strength of character that we have, but it can also deepen the wounds that we are getting inflicted upon by others. So look to be a change agent in those spaces. Look to be a champion for other people. Reach out in love, reach out in empathy, and let's do our best in this time to make the best of a terrible situation. We love hearing from you guys. It's been a while. I took August off. I spent a bunch of time with the family this summer and just soaked it up. So I apologize for not having a video last month, but I love hearing from you guys, and I'm looking forward to this school year, looking forward to making some more videos for you guys. And I make videos based on what you tell me you need help with. Direct message on Instagram or commenting below are great ways to do that. We're here for you. We love you. Well, I hope you have the best school year. I hope you lean into it, whatever that looks like for you, and that you make it your own, that you rise in the face of this trial, and that you become stronger and better for it. Adios.